the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Broncos and the Eagles, next on Madden Football.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly. Close of the Eagles. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Greg Wild, first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you say, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September, we're just starting to figure out how...
It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off. And we're underway here in South Philly. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense, set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception. I think today, get him off to a good start, get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you, and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it, and if they don't find early success today, I have a feeling the result might not be all that different.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. Now it's Dobbins, and he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. Nix from the gun on third down. That is caught at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. They get 24 on that one, and just like that, it's first and goal.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now it is first and goal. They'll send a tight end in motion. A run with Dobbins.
I can tell you firsthand as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack. hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Mims sent in motion here. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Nix. It is brought in the end zone. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Broncos. That his first touchdown this year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback, it's Jalen Hurts.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Hurt. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
3rd down and 9. Man in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Gonna return this from the 10. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Broncos offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over for their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Dallas Goedert.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. They'll run with the Clemson product. This is Will Shipley. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Now he'll run. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Quick throw on the RPO to Goedert. And he'll be taken down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Play action now. It's Nix. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. And a good run there on 2nd down. A pickup of 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got his tight end, it's Ingram. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. 1st and 10. Throwing, Nix. He connects with Mims. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Here's Dobbins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Really nice job getting this ball out to the edge, and then once he's able to get clear of the D-line, get vertical and accelerate down the sideline. That's a great run. He's forced out of bounds, but not before setting up 1st and goal.
A tight end in motion now. A run on 1st and goal to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still 2nd down.
Penalty yards marched off, and they'll try it again on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Broncos are back within 4 at 14-10. So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. This one taken at the 10. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Hurts. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A 1st down throw for Hurts. A pass complete there to Smith. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Second and 3 at the 47-yard line.
To throw on second down is Hurts. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And 3 yards to go.
To the air again, Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
Hurts again. The open receiver is Dodson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 21-yard line.
To throw is Hurts. The ball comes out. The Broncos have it. Accelerating toward midfield. Inside the 20. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the great return for the touchdown. Oh, there's nothing better than when the defense scores a touchdown, except when a big man on the defense finds his way to the end zone.
Yeah, I think it's been a while since that guy had a ball in his hand, Mike, probably since his earlier days as a young kid. But, boy, he looked comfortable. What a return. What a play for him to be able to pick up that loose ball and bring it all the way back. Man, nothing brings life to a sideline like a defensive lineman touchdown.
Broncos 17, Eagles 14.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw, Hurts. This one complete to Bryant.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Hurts gonna hand this one to Shipley. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Hurts. He'll try to run for it.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up first down.
Finding space inside the 40. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
And in motion is Brown. On first down, it's Hurts. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. It's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Now Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hurts. Quickly. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A carry here for Shipley. And the Eagles are going to be set up with first and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane. They'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Eagles, first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's Barkley. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And he's got it at the 1. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it'll bring up second down. Back to throw is Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Jackson on the return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Running from the pistol with Barkley. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. 3rd and long.
3rd down and 12.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Broncos offense and their running back set to go once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down, Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's caught downfield by Smith. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's to the right side. Caught by Goddard. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That's a pickup of 33. The defense bewildered. A rough start to this drive. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. Throwing is Hurts. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Field goal, a 19-yard attempt.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
A first down throw for Nix. Going up top. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans, where 5 quarters couldn't decide a winner. This one ends in a tie. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting San Francisco 49ers. Kyron Williams, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. We just watched a fine first half out of the mobile quarterback, that's Jalen Hurts. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
In the second half. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Another carry here for Shipley. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts now. That'll be taken in by Barker. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
A pass caught by Saquon.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and to also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll take it at the 12. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Now it's Dobbins. He'll work forward for a couple. Sidney Brown, they're on the tackle. Now a 3rd and 2. To throw is Nix. He finds his man, Troutman. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. Here's Nix to throw. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll give it to Dobbins. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Following the penalty, they'll run it. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 3rd and long. They'll throw. It's Nix. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. Not going to change it. It's a 1st down. A run with Dobbins. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Throwing, Nix. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
That ties the game at 27.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 2. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. They run out of the gun with Barkley. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Alex Singleton, they're on the tackle. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. To throw, Hurts. That's complete. Tight end Goddard. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On play action, here's Hurts. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they'll throw here with Hurts. And that is incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And that'll set up 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. And that one not going to get there, and it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And this will remain a tie ball game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a give on the ground. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. Nix from the gun on third down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase in what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. This one is caught by Dotson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run it here with Saquon. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Hurts trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
To return, it's Mims. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. We're all even, 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. Back to throw is Nix. They'll look to set up the screen here. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You're going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Nix now on 1st and 10. That's caught left side by Ingram.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. And a nice run. He's got a 1st down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
Down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 7. And the Broncos first down.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. Throwing is Nix. He'll get this out wide.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
That is just short off the crossbar. Hit it as well as he could, but it's no good. And this is going to stay a tie game here in the 4th. Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run. It's also a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll run with Shipley. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
At the Broncos 20-yard line.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. This one complete to Bryant. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Man in motion is Brown. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to take the lead here in the 4th. His kick is good. He got it. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10. Here's Nix to throw. He connects with Mims. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Throwing. Nick. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
Hurts going to hand this one to Shipley. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. It is 3rd and 10. Hurts now. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The visitors' offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. Here's 1st down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's going to go all the way. How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. They'll return this from the 11. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. The Eagles offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. On 1st down, it's Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end. 2nd down, 8 for the 1st down.
47-yard line.
Now Hurts. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to be third down.
And 8 yards to go.
Man in motion is Brown. On third down, here's Hurts. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. To the air again. Hurts. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. The defense nowhere to be found. A fourth down gain of 20. Hurts will work here from the pistol. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end Goddard. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A first down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Again, Hurts. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Here comes second down. Hurts again. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you...
And this is going to be a touchdown! What a finish! They win it on the final play!
And you can see by the look on the defense's face, Mike, they kind of share in all of our disbelief. They know they needed one stop, one tackle, and they win the game, but instead, the play call works to perfection. He looks it in, takes it in, touchdown.
So it's a win here for the Eagles. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.